Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just smudging and whatnot, getting ready to do your March 2019 tarot reading. Hope everything is well with you guys. For those that are new, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. For those that are returning, thank you. Your support of this channel has been overwhelming. I am blessed to have each and every single one of you as subscribers, supporters of the channel. Your February reading was lit. I I was very inspired by animals at the time, clearly. So yes, thank you for supporting that video. It was like at I don't know, maybe 40,000 views or something crazy. That's the most I've ever been able to connect with the Aries collective. So thank you guys for your support. I'm happy the messages were able to resonate with you, but more importantly, I hope they were able to empower you. Okay, spiritually in your ascensions. That's my end goal. I want to do a little bit of housekeeping, do a couple of shout outs. So definitely, guys, timestamp this, and yeah, because I'll need a couple of minutes. Firstly, I want to do a couple of shout outs. Now, I'm hesitant with shout outs only because I've done that before and then changed my mind about the people I shouted out. So use it with a grain of salt, guys. Ultimately, no different than messages. Readers need to resonate with you. You'll know if they resonate with you. Okay? But there's a couple that I do want to shout out, and I'm going to explain why. First off, I want to shout out Saltwater Heals Tarot. And I want to shout her out because she was one of the first personal readings that I did, and she hailed me up to her during a personal reading. She went and talked about the reading, her experience, how much she enjoyed it, and hailed me up to her audience, and they came through. I must have had at least a couple hundred people reach out, to the channel on account of her. So she's fierce. She's a fierce light worker. She has her way of delivering her messages. She's super funny and dope too. So check her out, hail her out, show your support. If you do not like her, and you do not like it, just move on. Do not comment. Do not put your negativity. Just go check her out. All right. Tarot for Beyond. That's my homie. Thank you for your support, girlfriend. You're a fierce light worker. She came and came up on here and defended me a little bit for some low vibrational people that were trying to get at me that I wasn't really handling very well. And she just, she really showed out for me. And she also provided me a lot of support when really developing this channel and wanting to make a career out of it. So she does videos as well. Go check her out. And again, positive vibes only. And tell her I say hi. And then Angelic Guidance, Angelic Ascensions, those are personal favorites of mine. Those are definitely powerful light workers. And then I found this new channel. It's called UK, Bubby. I want you to go lay down now, please. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I just came across this channel. It's called Hourglassed by Jass. Okay, this girl is ancient in her soul. She must be only like 24, but she's got a really old soul, and she talks very high level knowledge. She's talking Kundalini, she's talking DNA, unprogramming, reprogramming. She's talking some really high level knowledge. Okay, so there's a lot to learn from her. Definitely feel free to check her out. Tell her I say hi, support the channel. She's just, starting hers. So definitely show out for her, guys. And then lastly, I did a reading for a client of mine who's starting a channel of her own, which I promised I would shout her out, and I want us to go and support. Please like, share, subscribe. All the people I'm hailing up, should you choose. Crystal in My Bra Tarot. So yeah, she's new. Go check her out and show her your support and let her know that I say hi as well. Okay, guys. So that's it. I just wanted to go through those shout outs. We're smudging here. I am going to be selling frankincense soon. A lot of people are asking me about it. I just need to figure out if I can get enough to actually sell it publicly. Because it comes straight from Somalia. It's purer than the Vatican. Okay. All right. So guys, let's get into it. I do smoke pot. It's not the nature of the channel. Feel free to smoke with me. If not, not to worry. I don't want to address the pot smoking right now, but because I should do that in a different video. But it's like, it's a whole thing. It's listen, it's my own personal preference, guys. I shouldn't need the pot. I don't need the pot to connect with you guys or do the messages. It's my own codependency, my own thing. Okay, so feel free to smoke with me. If not, that's totally cool. We're going to be using the Angel Jane Tarot deck today. We used the Wild Unknown. Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, we didn't. Okay, Aries, I bought the Wild Unknown Tarot deck because of your last reading. So that's exactly the deck that we're going to use today. Because it was animal inspired, but I hadn't used the animal deck yet, which is funny. So let's use this one. Again, that's the Wild Unknown by Kim Kranz. It's a beautiful body of work. This deck is phenomenal. I have a couple more decks coming in the mail. Hoping those come soon. I searched for those ones, so I'm really excited to show you guys them and do the readings. I was going to wait to do March, but I can't wait for those to come in. They might come in mid-March. Anyways, guys, let's do what we usually do. We take our matters to the Lord. Okay? Before we do anything, we pray. All right? Okay. Father God, heavenly angels, spirits that guide us every day, thank you. I ask you to allow me the ability to connect with the collective today. Thank you for connecting me with the collective today. This is the collective of Aries. Allow me to translate to them the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, their sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their ascension and their development. Thank you, Holy Spirit, Father of God, angels, for your unconditional love and guidance. We're absolutely nothing without you. Thank you. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on for March for my beautiful Aries. I just saw the Seven of Wands. This might carry, even though I do the monthlies, it could be completely non-related messages. Yeah, non-related messages from the previous month, but this seems related because that whole message was about standing your ground and standing for what was right and what truly makes you happy. And these are the first two cards that I see out of this deck, literally standing your ground for what makes you happy. So it looks like a lot of Aries have been doing that, have been feeling empowered within themselves, that they have the confidence to understand why they are the leaders of the zodiac, and the kind of stance they need to take in their life as leaders. So that's beautiful. Seeing it again. Yeah. Standing your ground. It's important. Especially because of some of the heavy shit that Aries has been going through in the past months. People trying to press them on some nonsense. Anyways, but I want to see what March has in store. This is the last month of the actual zodiac, right? Since it all starts in April in Aries. Technically, it starts in March. Spring. Can't wait for summer. Only God knows, man. Shit. I was looking real rough at the end of winter. Okay. The bottom of the deck, your overall energy for this spread is the Eight of Wands. This is communication. This is hardcore downloads. I even look at this as epiphanies, just like the Ace of Swords. It's like it comes down so quick it strikes you. This is information. This can be communication on social media and stuff. Readers say that they see it as social media, text message, whatever. Communication, call it what you want. This deck is a couple hundred years old. There was no social media. So what did they refer to? It was downloads, communication that came to them from the heavens or from other external sources coming all to this point. So this may be shocking. This may have already happened. This may be happening. this whole spread might be surrounding the information that already occurred, that you just found out, that the download provided. So let's see. Okay, your first card out of your 9-card spread. Wow. And what's funny is the other video is about lions and rams. First card out is the strength card, represented here by the lion. And what's beautiful about this depiction of strength is that the lion, just as it can be quite destructive, or no, harsh, it can be also quite delicate, represented by the rose in its mouth. That's a jaw and teeth that crush bone. That's holding that perfect rose in place. It's that balance, right? So a lot of my Aries came into that energy of strength. It's like the things that they went through and the darkness they were exposed to, you transmuted it into strength instead of letting it eat away at you or shrink you down or destroy you ultimately, or take you off your path or delay you in any kind of way, which is fantastic. And that's why I said with the Seven of Wands, that was like standing your ground, which is exactly what an animal of this caliber would do. So it's like absolutely stepping into your power, right? A lot of you did that in February and watched that reading and was like, no, absolutely. And then now are looking at this reading to see what's to come now that you've stood your ground and that you're standing in your power. What's to come now? Shit. Now, this doesn't have to be bad. This could be reflective of a very intense connection, sexual connection. You know, because the lion is a very sexy animal. You know what I mean? Aries are very sexy people. You know what I mean? It's that could just be a very intense sexual connection that arises. You know, this is also Capricorn energy. You know, this could be the strength that you've had to display since in the past couple of months, maybe since January. It's been really tough for you. This is also reflective to me, the strength that was displayed to detach yourself from persons, people, or things, places or things that didn't serve you or no longer serve you. This is winning a fierce battle. And that goat's looking at you like, okay, until next time. Right? That's what the devil does. Every time you beat the devil smiles and winks at you. Goes, okay, I'll see you next time. Because he knows he's a teacher of the darkest knowledge. God created him. So trust and believe. The devil knows you have every capability of winning and detaching yourself. So it will trick you as much as it can. But when you figure it out, he smiles at you and goes, okay, next time. And you go, yeah, no worry, next time I'll be a lot stronger. So I'll meet you there, fucker. I don't want to call the devil a fucker, but he's a little fucker when I'm ready. Wow. 3 major arcana right out of the gate, guys. This is immense change. I want to make, first off, to have 3 major arcana come out immediately means you guys are going through an extreme metamorphosis. It's like a lot of you are fighting some of your biggest demons. Some of you are looking at parts of yourself the devil had you ignore for a really long time. A lot of you are overcoming stagnation that you blamed on other people, but the devil knew was you. It's like this huge amount of power being taken in the most aggressive, dominating force. It's like this rose is the constellation prize for winning this battle. It's like, it's beautiful. Some of you made a detachment, and in March, the devil shows you that you didn't actually really attach. So then you have to take a step back again. So a lot of this strength that's being depicted here is in the process, not after completion. A lot of you gained and are gaining strength while in the battle. And reach a certain checkpoint almost like a place to go drink water and break. And then it's back on. But this time it's taking a different perspective. It's almost like you succeeded in one way, and when the devil said, okay, I'll see you around again, he really did come and see you again, and you had to take a different approach to how you were going to identify how that devil was playing in your life. How is he trying to control you? How is he trying to fuck with your mind? How is he trying to get you from doing things that you know you're supposed to be doing or want to do? So it's like looking at how the devil plays a role in your life, but from all angles. A lot of people will hone in on one of the attachments when this energy could have like 4 of them on you. There could be one on your leg, one on your waist, one on your neck, and one on your arm, and you're only focused on the one on your neck. It's like after you detached yourself from the one on the neck, you realized there were other parts of you that were chained. So it was like you took this newfound power, and instead of becoming narcissistically fueled by it, you decided, you took an inventory check and said, shit, I won the battle, but I didn't win the war. And now you take a different approach. You hang yourself up and you take a good look-see, right? Because you need to identify and you find the other areas that you're chained. Like I said, that devil was going to tell you, he was going to meet you again. And it was like, you realize he never maybe really left you. Like I said, you were chained in multiple areas. The devil might have had you chained to bad thoughts of yourself, chained to past traumas, chained to bad memories, chained to fantasies and illusions, chained to addictions, right? And you only identified one really big one, which was huge. Congratulations, this is not an easy feat, but it's like once that one came off, you realized you still weren't going forward. You were still stuck where you were at, and it was because you're still needing to look and see that you're chained in other areas. There's other attachments that you have that need to be let go, right? Now, again, need to be let go. The Mother of Swords is the queen of letting shit go. As a matter of fact, she will chop that shit up. She'll cut your arm off so quick you won't even know it's off. Like, you'll just be talking, and then it's like, oh my God, this bitch just like, she just cut me. Right? It's a war. And it's funny because there's this very ancient war type energy I've had with Aries, and it's because you guys are the beginning of the zodiac, and you should be leading the major collective in this battle, addressing these attachments. I mean, the devil lives in darkness, so when we start turning the lights on, he has a lot less places to hide, a lot less lies to tell, and a lot less ways to confuse your ass and lead you astray. So it's like you're showing up extremely powerful, you know. I mean, there's nothing weak. You've got major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, and Mother. That's Queen of Swords. In the middle of your spread, I showed you this. You were standing your ground to the 10 of Cups. This is in the middle of your spread. This has been driving you. This is in your dreams. It's almost like, for those that have been in a really negative thought, if anything has changed your negative thought, it's because you almost became obsessed about something that you know is going to bring you a lot of happiness and fulfillment. It could be, you could know that that taste, whatever you detached yourself from, gave you a little taste of this. And you become high off of it and just want more. It's like you want to now, you won one battle and now you feel like you can win the whole war. And I love that because that's what Aries do for the collective. You know, you have Cancerians, either the mother of the zodiac. You know, you've got Capricorn. They're the masters of the attachment. The devil. You know, you've got these major players. And Aries, the major play that you map out is the beginning play. It's the kickoff. It's the let's go. And right here, I see Aries leading the collective in detaching, fighting darkness, fighting the devil and the lies the devil tells to keep you closer to him in the 3D instead of letting you rise up to the 5D closer to God. And when I say rise up, heaven and hell is right here, folks. You do not have to die to experience heaven or hell. You can experience it right here. And I'm going to say it for as many videos as I remember, because that's really important. That's been downloading that people need to know. Because a lot of people don't know that. They think they have to die to experience. They think hell is their life experience, and it could get worse if they die and they don't live right and righteously, and that maybe they'll get the slim chance. No, God put you here because there's a wicked experience to be had here. There is heaven right here. If you had to die to experience heaven, he wouldn't have sent you from the yacht in the first place. He would have kept you home. But he sent you because he's like, there's beer things to experience down there, good and bad. Go and do that, and then come back to me and tell me what you learned. And I'll tell you if I'm ready for the next stage of what I need you for. Because he needs you. Okay, these lessons, the devil was put here to prepare you and to get you in the right place. The devil and God are not competing forces. They feel competing to us because of the needing to balance light and dark in ourselves. The devil follows God's rules. Very strict. That's why he has to trick us, because he cannot surpass our free will. Why? Because he follows the rules that God mapped out, period. And then we give all the power to him and say, well, the devil did this, and he laughs. He goes, excuse my language, they're like, listen, I ain't do nothing. But okay. Right? And I try to tell people, like, know the devil's very powerful, but don't give him more weight. God governs everything. And it's like Aries clicks into that knowledge, and then they realize we are all depictions of God and cells of his nature. And that empowers the shit out of Aries. And then it's like, nope. It's like you decide you are brave enough to face how the devil plays out in your life. A lot of Aries are fighting their own demons at this time, right here, right now. A lot of you might be watching tarot because you're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel because you've been fighting some, or you are tired. Right? Because like I said, it's almost like you cut a big chain off, the chain that was around your neck, only to find out there's another chain around your waist, one on your wrist and another one on your ankle. So some of you might be feeling depleted. That's why there might be some stagnation, but you're looking at it as this stagnation, but you're taking a break to look at things a little differently, reflect on everything that you've just survived, went through, achieved, all the growth you've experienced, and then why you've experienced that, because that's going to prepare you for the next stage of this battle. Or should I say this war? So, because like I said, Mother of Swords, again, it's like it continues, like you continue to have to remove things that no longer serve you, and then before you know it, there's a certain high level of fulfillment that's destined to be achieved. This isn't a game. This is a movie. You're in the movie. You don't realize that the people watching the movie have seen this movie like 50 times. Because you're in the movie. This is actually a movie, a script that you were given before you ever agreed to be in the movie, friend. Okay? The good and the bad, and God was there, and so was the devil. Everybody was at this. Read. And you read the script and you agreed to it. Now you're playing in the movie that you agreed to be in. The good parts and the bad parts. Okay? That's why I say this is written like a script, like a movie. There's a part of the movie, okay, a part that everybody likes, that's about to come. It's almost like in the movies where it's like you watch those like really harsh, like, I don't know, Handmaid's Tale, for example. That show's fucked, okay? And it's almost like you wait for a little bit of comic relief or like a break because you've just seen so much darkness. You're getting that part in the movie. There's relief, but it's a big one. It's a big one. When you first read the script, you were excited that this was a part of your lifetime to come. It's like before you ever reincarnated here, you got the script, you got to this part, and you're like, really? You look up to God and you go, really? And he goes, yup. And then you're like, because at first, before you got to this part of the script and you were reading, you're like, I don't know. And God said, keep reading. And you got to this part of the script, and then you're like, is it true? And he's like, yeah. You're like, okay, I'll do it. He's like, you sure? He's like, yeah. Now you're here living this out. For the good, the bad, and everything in the fuck between, man. Okay, being strong isn't an option, it's mandated. It was written that you were going to be this strong. It was written. You came down here to be this strong. This is what you agreed to, and you didn't agree to it because you're an idiot. You're thinking, well, I didn't agree to all this pain and all this shit. No. You agreed to the whole picture. God didn't tell you to read half the script and then decide if you want to do this. No, he gave you time to read the whole thing. To understand the purpose behind it. The theme. And you agreed. And now you're living that out, and you're about to see one of the good parts that you agreed to. Okay? Three of Pentacles. Collaboration, cooperation, building. Right? It's funny because these detachments, these things we remove them whether consciously or not to make room for something else. I mean, we could be creating something just as toxic in a different form or fashion, but usually it's, progressive in some kind of form. And it's like, some of you are going to, listen, for those of you that detached yourself from a super toxic, long-standing relationship, there is a new opportunity for collaboration in some kind of way. This could either be work-wise. If you absorb yourself into work after a relationship, you might actually make some solid friends in this work environment that inherently end up becoming really supportive during this time of your life, even though it was like they didn't meet you on account of what was going on. They met you on account of this project, this situation. This could be a company, a big, office, and like some people, whatever, right? This could be dating, getting out there, or just people being drawn to your light energy that you now have after some light shit starts to happen, some happiness comes in. It actually allows people to come to you. Like if you look at the colors, they're the same, these primary colors. It allows some of these people to come forward to you. It makes you more approachable. It makes you more available. And it, at the very least, it's like, you have more people wanting to work with you or hang out with you or, do things with you. Where I think you were really alone and in recluse and unavailable and feeling like people couldn't even reach you even if you wanted to be available to them, because I feel like the bat lives in a completely different world than we do. They sleep at different times. They live very differently than other birds. Like they're just their own thing, right? So it's that sense of loneliness, dealing with these attachments, these demons, right? But little do you know is all that purging and warfare was really to fiercely defend the area that was then going to be replaced with positivity and love and good times and new positive memories. Instead of the same old positive memories, which always get tainted by the same old bullshit. It's a cycle, and it's like this cycle can spin in one place. This cycle can then spin and move forward. For some of you, this cycle's just been spinning in one place. Like, what do you call them? Those little fidgets? It's like spinning like a fidget. Where now it's like, I love that. Oh shit. Oh jeez. I love when this shows up in a reading with these decks. So this is you showing up as the Mother of Swords. I highly believe this is Aries showing up in their reading as, being a fierce light worker, cutting out persons, places, or things that no longer serving them, fighting their inner demons and detaching from them. Totally puts you at the top of the Wheel of Fortune. There you are. And that's exactly what this is. This is the top of the Wheel of Fortune. This is what's there. Right? Because the bottom, and it's amazing. Like, think of it this way. At the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune, then at the top. Right? Right? Where's the bird? She's 2 steps short. He or she is 2 steps short. And I honestly think the only reason why she hasn't stopped and jumped into the 5D yet is because she's a bit reflective. She wants to reflect on where she's just flown from. Absolutely fantastic. Loving it for you guys. Loving it for you guys. Okay. Fighting off those demons, being light workers. That's what light workers do. They are not afraid to face demons and expose the truth. You know, give them love, right? Have a deeper understanding of what makes them dark. Thora, I don't want to hear it. It's like a blizzard outside, and I'm here doing readings. Can you give me a minute? Cha. That's Thora, for those that are new. Don't come over here. I'm not ready for you. No. No. Don't come here. Go out. Go and lay down. Do it now. Okay. Moving on. Oh, wow. So, the Son of Cups. Okay, this is the Knight of Cups in traditional tarot. Right? Right underneath the Devil. Right underneath the Ten of Cups. That's why I do believe that there is a new passionate, like I said at the very beginning of the reading, that there is a potential for a completely new passionate beginning with somebody. And I think it might start off quite sexual in nature. Like, I think you might just be very physically attached, connected to this person, and you might become attached to them quite quickly. You need to be very careful of that because, like I said, the Devil can detach. You can detach from one thing only to find out you've reattached yourself to something else, or were attached to other things. So it's like needing to be really careful that the happiness you're experiencing isn't the Devil offering you something that it knows is going to feel really good in the moment. Because the Wheel of Fortune is trying to bring you in the real thing. It's giving you downloads on which directions to go, who to cut off, who to mend, what to do, what actions, what collaborative actions to take, what steps towards your own abundance need to be done. Like, there's a lot of information that you're getting internally. You know what I mean? And you might be numbing it. The Devil might be using addictions to help you numb those downloads if you're being overwhelmed by them. But you need not be overwhelmed by them. You just need to sit your ass down, calm down, and just shut your mouth and listen to the downloads that are coming in your brain. And you'll be shocked at the amount of clarity you get over a lot of the things you reach out to tarot readers to find. Be honest. You know, not that I have a problem coming out here and helping you people, absolutely. But if you do a personal reading with me, trust and believe there's a good 75 to 80% of you that I encourage to buy your own deck and do your own thing. Right? For those that are if you binge watch tarot, you should have your own deck and you should be slowly becoming less codependent on tarot readings and more dependent on your own. You know, especially for more like, because a lot of us watch it like TV and just let it play and it's therapeutic, but then it's like relying on the messages and waiting for them to, like, no. Remember, the Devil showing up here is like really needing to be aware of codependency, needing to cut those really harsh ties off and stand alone independently, right? And then not jumping from one relationship to another because being alone is the issue for you. Because that is a possibility for some Aries. It's the rebound. There is a possibility for a rebound here, right? And that's why it's beside a 3. I wasn't feeling third party. I'm more feeling like energetically some of my Aries might be feeling one of 3. Whether it is there's a new person that you have this connection with that you now feel like has somebody else, or it could be you still energetically attached to someone else when somebody else comes. Either way, it's like needing to be aware of your level of availability and what you are attached to and what you're not. And then that will make you a little bit more clear about how to proceed with the new people coming in your life, because I do see new people arriving in Aries' life. That could be new friends, new lovers. That can be reconnecting and almost feeling like if it's family you haven't seen in a long time or have been estranged from in a long time. So it would feel like a new relationship, even though it's somebody you've known for a really long time. Like I said, communication is at the bottom of your deck. You know, fast communication. I, quite frankly, with that, there's a bit of a color synchronicity here from this download. It's like needing to be careful, because I believe the devil is also trying to stomp on these downloads, stop them from coming in, you know, however unique way the devil finds its way to do that, like distracting you from getting the internal downloads. It could even be you becoming really skeptical about the exterior information coming to you. Meanwhile, it's legitimate. And it's the devil trying to make you skeptical and question it. Meanwhile, it's actual guidance. And then it's like you need to be strong, but also sit back. Like it's like you need to step back and go alone to really identify what's the truth, what's not, where am I going to go, what am I going to do, what's part of where I'm trying to go, and what's like where I just like left, hightailed it out of. Because just because you left something doesn't mean you're not entering into the same thing. Like I said, this wheel could either turn standing still, like turn in one spot, or it can spin while it's moving forward. Think of a tire spinning in its tracks, or a tire that's actually propelling a car to move forward. You need to identify if you're just spinning or if you're actually propelling forward. And if you're not propelling forward, meaning you look around your life and things are the exact same, then that means this wheel is just spinning. You're living out different variations of the exact same place you've always been. Meaning you're bringing people in your life that treat you, deal with you, and look at you the exact same way as the last motherfucker you got out of your life. You know, so you're not really moving forward. That wheel is just spinning around, flicking people off and pulling people in, flicking people off and pulling people in, when really there's like a whole other roller coaster that you could enjoy. And with you being at the top of that spread, like I said, showing up as the Mother of Swords, being at the top of that Wheel of Fortune, it's like knowing that. It's like being ready to get off, but you had to be in the right position to do so. And that's that 10. You know, we've got this this 10 of Cups here. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, your ideas of happiness are pushing you. It's like you're taking whatever little happiness you get and you're transmuting it into more, and it's making you really attractive. It's bringing people towards you. It might be bringing people back from the past during Mercury retrograde season. You know, they might be seeing you on social media glowing, or, you know, saw you about or heard of somebody seeing you and want to reach out because your energy is a lot lighter. Right? It's like Aries are very powerful. When you're in a dark place, your darkness really spreads. But when you're in a light place, that light spreads just as well. You know, you have to be cognizant that your energy is very powerful. Again, showing up as major arcana throughout your whole spread. It's like you got to take accountability of how you affect people, instead of just being, you know, aware of how people are affecting you. Because quite frankly, I think if you stood in your power, they wouldn't be able to have that effect on you, period. Right? So the self-awareness is really, really important, especially getting out of this karmic wheel, especially in detaching from the devil. And then your last card in your spread, the 4 Cups. I think that this person, I'm getting a few messages for this. For those of you that this is somebody that you detached from already, when they come back, it's not going to feel the same. It's just not. You're not, I mean, whether you waited for them or not, there's going to be something about the way they show up or back around that you're just not really trying to receive. For some of you, there's this collaboration setting. So if it is a work thing, it very well could be one of those people actually expresses to you that they like you, and you're not really sure if you're open to it. Maybe because of the nature of how you met this person. If it isn't a work situation, you might be just trying to ignore that because you're like, no, this is not, this isn't the appropriate place to start a relationship. Or this could be you maybe having feelings towards somebody and not sure if they feel that way to you too, right? Maybe some of you are in a situation where you think that the person that you have affections for actually likes the other person. Something like that, right? Like I see a whole other situation arising. It's like on to the next. It's like you guys get a little bit of happiness and relief. I mean, it could just even be just like, the summer. If you're in a cold place, summer's coming and it just got you feeling like, I'm gonna have the summer of my life. I'm gonna live my best life kind of thing. And then cut anything out that's gonna actually inhibit that. But I think that there's a certain level of happiness that comes in that really puts you in a different direction and you start wanting to occupy yourself. I mean, shit, Aries might be reaching out to other people from the past saying, hey, what's going on? Do you want to go out? Do you want to chill? And these people being like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Come through, right? And if that's the case, I mean, I don't know how that might play out. But I mean, temporarily for now, it's good, right? Okay, so we're already at 40 minutes in. Holy shite. I'm just going to get a couple of clarifications out of the Rider-Waite here. Thank you, Holy Spirit, Father God. Reading the spread for my Aries for March. Can we please get clarification? Some of you know where you're at is where the devil's at, and you have to leave there, but the devil has you feeling that wherever you're trying to go is going to be worse than where you're at, and that's a lie. Devil's tricky. He's like, you think this is bad? Where you're trying to go, shit's even worse. The lies that motherfucker tells. He tells lies. That's what God put him here to do. Or else your ass would be dumb, not having to discern, not having to figure out anything. Okay? Some of you are detaching from a long-standing third-party situation. Some of you might have been in a third-party situation that you were aware of for a very long time. And finally detaching from it, because the longer you put up with this, the more normal it is and the harder it is to detach. The devil might have told you that you were only worth this, and whatever love you got from this person was enough for you, and that's some bullshit. And a lot of you figured that out and decided to cut the bullshit, cut yourself out of it at least, And that took a lot of strength. Some of you detached from literally quit smoking or drinking. You literally took the time to quit. That was a huge attachment. Wow. Some of you detached from straight heartbreak that had you pinned down. Some of you really had to decide if you were really going to let this go. Some of you had been healing over heartbreak for too long because you just got comfortable in this bed, and there was a sense of fear that if you got out of this bed and went out into the world again, you would get stabbed again. And really having to decide if you were going to believe that humans could treat you better than how you've been treated, or that you would demand better for yourself than what you did before. Like taking accountability of how people treated you and then saying, okay, I maybe allowed it because of my own lack of self-love. Spirit, can I get clarification on the Mother of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune? Thank you. This is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. This is completely stepping into your power, authoritatively, attacking this Ten of Cups. It's also feeling extremely empowered. It's the leader. It's the leader of the tarot deck. So this is stepping into your leadership position wholeheartedly. It's like knowing that my destiny is in my hands. Like I signed a contract and I just need to proceed forward, because it's like this opportunity is in my hands, essentially. Yes, you agreed to it, you signed to it, but I mean, everybody knows you can go off script. Is it going to make the show better or worse? I don't know. But you need to be the leader of that in understanding that and deciding that. This could also be the dynamic between air and fire individuals, you know, feminine, masculine, air and fire coming together. This could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra coming into your life, bringing you a lot of happiness, or you going, fire sign, whatever. I'm not into the astrology as much, but it's this leadership position is what the Wheel of Fortune. It's like the good things that are coming towards you still require a leadership position. It's just that you learn that leadership position through your dark night of the soul and your battling of demons and your internal demons. But it's like that leadership, that confidence was absolutely required in order to maintain the level of happiness that you're desiring, dreaming of, and that is meant to come to you. It's like everybody wants happiness, but most people fuck up the happiness that they get because God will give you what you want, only to show you weren't ready for it. That's why he didn't give it to you in the first place. So why don't you receive the downloads, okay, and continue working on detaching yourself from your own fucking codependencies and fight your own inner demons, okay? Because a lot of people don't fight their own inner demons, but they want to identify the demons of everybody else. Me, the only reason why I can identify your demons, folks, is because I see my own. That's why I smoke so much fucking pot, blood. Because some things you can't unsee. Anyway, Spirit, can I get... Yeah, like I said, the devil's again. I need you guys to be very careful that you're not detaching from one person only to attach to somebody else in the same fashion. For the person that you're detaching from, you need to remember how it felt and what it looked like when you attached yourself to them in the first place. Because if it was a really long time, you might not remember and then get yourself attached in a completely new situation. And then go a year and be like, holy shit. It's like I said, this can spin or it can actually propel you forward. Are you spinning your wheels in your tracks, or are you moving forward? And you need to look at the new people and the things that you're manifesting in your life and knowing if it's things that just get the wheel to keep turning, or if it's actually this time going to put you into a new place. Because the devil really wants to keep you where he's at, where you're at. It's upright again. This is the only duplicate card in your spread also. So to me, this is indicative of how hard he wants you with him. Because he knows, it's like you got a smell of this and you're like, happiness, a good time, healthy living, what? I'm for it. So you started cutting shit off. He felt that. He felt that. The devil felt that. So he really dug in. He brought those chains a little closer to the base of where he lays. Right? That's why I believe, because remember, I believe the devil was at that meeting prior to you incarnating here. He's aware of the contract you signed. He's trying to deviate you from that. He wants you to believe that only hell is here. He wants you to believe that heaven don't even exist, whether you're dead or alive, quite frankly. And he does. He actually gets people to believe that there's no such thing as true happiness. But I believe a lot of my Aries have a sneaking suspicion, and they got a scent of the 5D and was like, no, I know you're a liar. Listen, I know I'm attached to you, but I'm going to find a way to get the fuck out of here, because now I know you're a liar. And he's like, okay, good. I am a liar. I ain't going to deny it. I am completely a liar. But my lies still work now, don't they? A lot of my Aries are about to tell the devil, no, they're fucking not. That's what light workers do. They fight inner demons, and everything you're learning about the battle the balancing of your lightness and darkness, the battling of your inner demons, you're going to pass on to people. And they inherently gain freedom from what you teach them about the battles that you've successfully won against the devil. The attachments that you detach from, because there's no attachment that's a good one. None. You're supposed to bond to people, and you can't bond to things. You can only bond to people, right? But the devil will attach you to things, people, all kind of shit. All right? And then lastly, we're going to pull from the Romance Angel cards, guys. All right? Let's see what romantically, potentially you have to look forward to for the month of March. I love you guys. You guys are fierce. You guys are, some of the Aries that watch me are like, they're not to be ramped with. You guys are fierce light workers. You guys have seen the devil multiple times. And you wobbled, but you didn't fall, and you kept it. You were strong, and you were brave. When you went into Dark Night of Soul, you were smart, you were strong, smart, and brave. You did good work. But that's why that wheel, I believe, is not just spinning now. It's actually starting to go and move. It's moving. Who knows what the fuck it's going to move it to? I mean, I could sit here for hours and pull about what that is, but it's moving. And the devil's going to try to stop that. Because I think for some of you, these certain attachments, you've been there a long time, and he has a bond with you. He doesn't want to let you go. Sorry, he has an attachment to you. He doesn't want to let you go. God is bonded. You are bonded with your Creator, not with the devil. You are attached to the devil. Okay. Thank you, God, for giving us the strength to fight the devil every day. All right, guys, romantically, let's lighten up this energy with some romance. What's going on romantically? Wow. Listen, for some of you, you're detaching from someone that you did experience true love with. It doesn't mean you don't have to attach from them, because it looks like it's unrequited love now. And I think you have the idea that this is a romance of a lifetime, but it's not. I think you think this is the best love that you're going to experience, but it's not. It's just not. It's just not. For a lot of you, this unrequited love actually really hurt you. It felt like a rejection. Why? Because it was true love at a point of time. The problem is, or maybe, sorry. Some of you are questioning whether there was ever love there now that it is unrequited. That's deep. Now, another message. So those two came out together. Then in the middle, alone, is it's safe for you to love. And then, which is self-explanatory, I think you are absolutely doing that. I feel your energy lightening up, because I think you're starting to feel a bit brave, strong, less vulnerable, more in control, over what it is you're dealing with, even though I think you're still in the midst of dealing with it. It's just your perspective over it and how powerful you're feeling it is changing, and it's honing in, right? Which is funny, is this whole thing was all designed to get you there. All major arcana. Anyway. And then we've got very soon. Aries are going to love this, because you guys are such hopeless romantics privately. Or it's not even really privately, but privately, yeah. Very soon, clearly decide what you want. Because you're going to be required to do a little bit of flirting and exchanging lighthearted energy. And then that lighthearted flirting totally goes to another level, possibly of commitment, But for some of you that are married, and this is the dissolving of what this devil connection, this toxic connection is resonating because of a marriage, all right? Like you're actually married. and you're having to resolve this, it's unrequited now. Like this card, this guy looks like it's unrequited love. He doesn't look like there's enough chemistry. Whether this is you, female watching, or and your man watching, this could be you feeling like your woman is feeling this way or whatever, right? So yeah, guys, that's March. A lot going on. Continue doing the good work because it looks like you guys are doing really good work. And I want to thank you again for supporting this channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hail up the guys that I did shout outs for. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. If you want a personal reading, email me at queencuptarot@gmail.com. Information will be all in the description. And I will see you hopefully before April, but if not, in April for sure. Bye, guys.